Rebecca, this is probably the most exciting news that we've heard about the search in a few days. So what the Australians are saying is that they've spotted two objects floating off the west coast of Australia, close to Perth. And so they've redirected their military planes to go and look at the specific area to try and locate these two pieces of debris that the satellites have spotted. And the news. And what the Australians are saying as well, that this is new and probably the most credible information to date. So they should release some information later on today, but they are racing against time because it's going to get dark in a few hours. So they need to get ships and aircrafts to the area as soon as possible.
Okay, so that's happening as we speak. And the other big development there, John, was about the simulator found at the pilot's home. Now, we do understand from some reports that apparently the pilot was looking at an Indian Ocean island that was big enough to land a plane. What do we know about that?
Yeah, what we do know is that the information that the Malaysians have received from, or radar information they've received from certain countries, they didn't say which countries and whether that was civilian or military radar information, indicated that the plane was traveling south towards the Indian, or south in the Indian Ocean. And then, so what they're trying to ascertain now is that these files that were deleted on the flight simulator of the pilot, whether or not that was connected to this island that he programmed into the flight simulator, where a Boeing 777, the size of the one that's missing, can land, and whether the airstrip is big enough. So data or electronic data has been handed over to the American FBI to try and retrieve some of that deleted information, as well as data that was deleted from the hard drives of the pilot and the co-pilot. So a lot of electronic data that they're trying to retrieve at the moment.
So John, let's just sort of delve into what this could actually mean if he was indeed looking at a place or an island in that vicinity to land a plane. Could it mean that he was just doing his homework as a pilot, that if in case there was any trouble, where is the nearest place that I can safely land this plane? Or is there another sort of conspiracy theory around this?
Well, what the Malaysian authorities have said is that they are looking at the possibility of well, the thing is, they don't have the motive yet, and nobody has claimed any ransom for the missing plane. But they have said that they are looking at the possibility that maybe the pilot or the co-pilot, maybe they had personal problems or even psychological problems. So it's unclear why, if indeed the pilot has programmed the plane to fly to this isolated island, what was he trying to achieve? And he could not have done it on his own. He certainly had to get help either from the co-pilot or one of the passengers on the plane.
All right, and John, with all of these developments coming up over the past, what is it, mostly 48 hours, how have relatives been holding up through all of this? We've also seen a lot of focus on them being dragged out of press conferences, threatening to go on hunger strike. Just what's the situation with relatives who are waiting for news?
Well, remember, Rebecca, the family members of these missing passengers, they've all been holed up in hotels. They are, just from the Chinese perspective, you have 154 of those passengers were Chinese. So all of them are scattered around here in Beijing at different hotels, and they are very frustrated. Some of them are demanding more information. They've also said that they want to go on hunger strike. But now, and yesterday we saw two of them who are currently in Malaysia. They tried to storm the press conference given by the acting Minister of Transport. So now the Malaysians have decided to ease the tension with the families of these passengers. They are sending a very high-level delegation to Beijing to give the families of these passengers more up-to-date information, and also to please the Chinese.
All right, well, that's where we'll have to leave it. That's eNCA Asia correspondent John Bailey.
Know more. eNCA.com